Hi people, welcome back to our next video. Alright guys, so I seen this going around online where you can get FSR4 on your system, right? This is only for SteamOS right now, and the game has to be DLSS compatible for you to get this up and running. And also you could pair it with lossless scaling, right? So combined together, you'll be getting an awesome experience, guys. With FSR4 you get better visual fidelity, everything looks sharper, especially with like the hair and stuff like that. I'm gonna show you guys how to put it together and how to get it up and running in your system, guys. And remember, this is only for SteamOS devices. So big shout out to Decky for, I'm guessing he's the first to do a video on it. I'm gonna see what I could do and get it up and running for you guys so you guys could get into it and see what's going on. Let's get into it, guys. Alright, so first things first, you want to make sure your system is up to date. So you want to come here, you want to go to settings, system, check for update, make sure everything's up to date, guys. Once you do that, now we can go to desktop mode. Alright, so when you're at desktop mode, there's a few things I need you to do. Once you come to your browser of choice, you come here and then you gotta download Decky Loader and also the lossless scaling mod, right? Decky Loader, I have a full video on this already showing you how to install it. On the faster side, simpler side, you just hit download. Once you download it, you'd have to install it, right? But first you want to make sure you set your sudo password. So you come here, then you come down to users, the users here, and then you hit change password. Once you change password, you just gotta put your password in. Let's make it something simple, guys, nothing too crazy, something simple that you remember. And then you hit save and unchange. Once you try to execute it and continue, it's gonna ask you to put your password in. Once you put your password in, you'll see something saying release. Hit release and hit the latest version and install it. I have a full video on my channel, guys, showing you guys how to install it. I'll also put the link down in the description box down below. But I'm assuming most of the people that are watching this video already have Decky Loader on their system already, right? So yeah, so that's that. All right, so once that's done, you close this out. Then you want to go back to gaming mode, guys. When you're in gaming mode, you want to open up your fly up menu right like that, and then you should see a new icon down here. It's look like a plug. So you want to press on this, then you should see the Decky Loader, right? So this right, everything right here is Decky Loader, and then you should see a marketplace right here. You want to press on this, then you could go and search and type Decky Frame Gen right here, guys. So Decky Frame Gen right here, just want to hit install. Let it do its thing, guys. Once it's finished downloading, you should see pop up in here. Just gotta press on that, and then you want to hit setup up to scale mode. Hit that, and then everything is installed, right? So this is where you could copy a command and everything, guys. But first, now let's install lossless scaling, and then I'll show you what's going on. All right, so now install lossless scaling. You want to go to the settings right here, settings button, press on this. All right, so my audio got cut out, but once you get into settings in Decky Loader, you want to enable developer mode. So you want to scroll down till you see developer mode, and you want to enable it, because this is how we're going to install the lossless scaling mod. Then you go to developer mode, and you will see install plugin from zip, and you want to select the file where you downloaded it. So once you hit browse, if you put it in downloads, documents, wherever, that's where you want to go. I'd put mine in downloads, and then once I'm in there, I'll hit install. Alright, so once you get to this screen, you should see the Decky LSFG mod, right? So now you just got to install it. But before you install it, you want to make sure you have the lossless scaling application installed on your system from SteamOS and purchase it for $6.99. You have to do that, guys. Once you have everything in your system, then you want to, in here, you want to press install. All right, so I have a full in-depth video on my channel of how to use lossless scaling, but this is how you turn it on and off by pressing the plus or the minus sign, and you could go to 2x, 3x, 4x, and stuff like that. You got flow scale and base FPS cap in here as well. If you want to see the full review on lossless scaling, the video should be in the description box down below, guys. Alright, so the game I'll be testing this with is Spider-Man Remastered, And we got to do some button mapping before we do anything else. Nothing too crazy, just some simple button mapping so that we could bring up the command while we're in game to enable FSR4. So go to the controller and you gotta turn on quick settings action set, right? And you want to map the insert button to one of the buttons in the back, or you can map it to something else, whatever you want to do, but the best button to do it with is the button in the back of the system, right? So you want to click on it, then you want to go to the number pad, then when you're here you want to put insert. So when you add it, yep, so that's there. So now that's the button that's going to bring up the command for you to enable FSR4, guys. Alright, so now once that's done, you can go back, and now we're gonna copy the command. So you got to go to lossless scaling, Decky lossless scaling, and want to copy the second one that says LFSG Decky frame gen. So you want to copy that by pressing it. Once you press it, now we're going to head back to the game. You're going to go to settings, properties, then scroll down, and you got to paste it right in here, guys. So if you have something in there already, just got to delete it and then paste it. So once you're inside the game, guys, you want to go to your graphic settings and you want to change your upscaler to DLSS. The other settings right now, you can mess around with it if you want and put it to what you want, but I'm just showing you that FSR4 is actually up and running on these systems, guys. So change it to DLSS. Then just hop inside the game and then I'll show you what's going on. Alright, so once you're inside the game, now you want to press the insert button. So whatever button you mapped it to, you want to press it. For me, it was the back left button. So once you press that, it should bring up this menu right here, and this is how we're going to enable FSR4. Alright, so in this drop down menu, you're going to select FSR3-4, and then you're going to press change upscaler. Once you press that, then you're going to see another menu under that pops up, which is going to say FSR4, and if you press it, you have different options in there. So now if you have a game that's DLSS and it doesn't have FSR3, you could also apply FSR3 to that game as well. Alright, so now that we have FSR4 enabled, we just gonna swing around for a bit and see how it is. While I was swinging around, FPS was a little bit fluctuating, but it's still up there, getting around like 59, 60 FPS. Goes down to 40 at one point. But the main thing for FSR4 was the image quality. The visual fidelity was up there. Everything looked a lot sharper. This game doesn't really show it that much, but I'll be doing other videos on this mod in the future and giving you guys more details so you guys can see what's going on with the image, right? But for now, I'm about to enable lossless scaling as well. So you just got to go to lossless scaling, then hit the plus sign. You could do 3x, 2x, whatever, but I'll suggest stick to 2x because it's a little bit cleaner, less ghosting. Once you go to 3x, it start getting crazy, guys. So stick with 2x, and now the FPS jumps up to 100 plus, guys. So as you can see, about to swing around, and the experience was great. Game was a lot sharper. So now imagine if I boost it up above 800p, probably like 1080p or 900p, the image will look a lot better, guys, and a lot clearer. But yeah, that's basically it. That's how you enable FSR4 and also with lossless scaling. And that's basically it, guys. So if you have any questions for me, drop a comment down below. And also remember, I said I have more videos coming out soon, so you guys can see actually what's going on. And yeah, guys, if you like what I'm posting, hit that like button and sub for more awesome content, guys. And remember what I always say, health is wealth, peace and love. I'm out, guys. Thanks for tuning in.